Oh, sorry, Josiane.
We are not sorry, only one.
Only Josiane is. So I guess this question is directed to you.
No, not yet.
Oh, that's a different discussion.
Yeah, that's a different discussion.
That's a different discussion. So would you mind taking us through it, or rather taking us through your... No, let me rephrase that question so that each and every one of you can have a chance to say something. Could you take us through your IEEE journey from grad school to where you currently are right now?
Well, you know, I have been part of Signal Processing Society for a long time. I think next year I will become IEEE Life Fellow, which is not a good thing, because your age plus the number of years of being a member of SPS becomes 100 years. So, but apart from that, for instance, for me, you have to find like a role model. And for me, my role model in SPS is still Rabab Ward. So she's not there, but she's professor, now she's emeritus professor at University of British Columbia in Vancouver, and she's such an energetic woman, and well, she had 20 lives in one life, you know, because she was born, I think, in Lebanon, she studied energy, then she moved to, I don't remember, maybe South Africa with her husband, and she has kids. Rabab, yes. And for me, it has always been my model. Like, you have to find somebody who inspires you. And for me, within IEEE Society, it is Rabab. So she's not there, I can tell, because otherwise I would not be, I couldn't tell in front of her, but she's not there, so that's a good thing. And you have to find somebody, maybe it's not a female, it could be a male, but somebody you admire, and then you say, okay, if this person, male or female, could has done it, why? And then you can ask advice, and they will give you advice. If you ask, you will always get advice. Not maybe immediately, because people are busy, but they will give you advice in 1 month or so, and that's good advice. So I think if you could identify somebody who could help you, in the sense that you admire, then it's easier. So look around.
Okay, so I can tell you a little bit about my journey in SPS, and going back to Rabab eventually, because she was also very important for me to get involved with SPS. I went through a PhD, I published at ICIP conferences. This is one of my preferred conferences. And, that you're an SPS member because your advisor tells you to be, and then because you attend conference, etc., etc. So then, for me, was after my PhD, I decided to go to work for a company rather than continue, postdoc in academia. And I kept my membership, but it was kind of, quiet. I was focusing more on really other matters, more industry related. And then I got back into SPS to be, not back, but I became more active as a volunteer through, meeting somebody as part of my network group of friends and former colleagues who kind of asked me if I wanted to get involved with a local chapter. And I started from there, and I was involved with the local chapter. I became a chair. I started to be interested in organizing talk and event, and then I decided to take on, volunteer for other roles within SPS Society. But Rabab, going back to her, she was one of the person who literally called me and asked me, you should run for this position. I will help you to be nominated for this position. So she was such an inspiration. So yeah, she's definitely one of the people, because of them, that I'm doing what I'm doing with respect to the SPS Society. So, and for me, the SPS Society is really my network of peers people who have a common interest, and I'm very happy to be here, and I'm here because of that, and I'm happy to have this conversation with all of you.